Hello and welcome to Midday Update. Coming up are the headlines for the day. His Majesty and King of Jordan hold bilateral meeting. Oman and Jordan sign 7 pacts. Parking fees on weekends in parts of Oman. Twitter confirms Elon Musk buyout offer. Biden and Kishida strongly condemn North Korea missile test that overflew Japan. 21-year-old deputy in Florida shot by friendly fire, according to report. Historic triumph for Seeb as he stormed into AFC Cup final. Rivaldo backs Ronaldo to regain form at Manchester United. Those were the headlines. Now for the local stories for the day. A bilateral meeting was held between His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq and the King of Jordan at Al Alam Palace. According to the Oman news agency, His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq and King Abdullah II Ibn al-Hussein, King of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, held a bilateral meeting at Al Alam Palace, during which they discussed aspects of the close historical bilateral relations between the two countries and the progress and development witnessed by the cooperation between them in various fields to serve the common interests of their people. The meeting was attended by His Highness Sayyid Yazin bin Haitham Al Said, Minister of Culture, Sports and Youth, and Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II, Crown Prince of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. 7 agreements have been signed between the Sultanate of Oman and Jordan in various fields. Oman News Agency reported that Oman and Jordan signed at Al Alam Palace 7 memoranda of understanding and 2 executive programs in the industrial fields, competition protection, anti-monopoly, mining, labor, historical documentation, document and archive management, and information exchange. In addition to supervising the insurance sector, consumer protection, higher education, research, innovation, and tourism cooperation. All motorists will now have to pay fees to park their vehicles in Nisswa Souk, even on weekends from Thursday, October 6, 2022, Al Dakhla Municipality announced on Wednesday. Due to the growing number of vehicles and for regulatory reasons and to reduce random parking, the Al Dakhla Municipality announces the activation of the paid parking system in Nisswa Souk starting from Thursday, October 6, 2022, the municipality said in a statement. The timings for calculating parking fees are limited to 2 periods daily as follows. Saturday to Thursday from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. and from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. On Fridays from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. and from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. It is possible to book slots through the short message service containing the vehicle's plate number, plate code and time required to 92991. The company managing the parking lot states that the reservation service will be available through the Mauqifi app and website. Those are the local stories. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with international news. Stay tuned.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to Midday Update. Now for the international stories. Twitter on Tuesday confirmed that Tesla CEO Elon Musk sent a letter saying he will go through the deal he signed earlier this year to buy the platform for $44 billion. After the news broke that the billionaire is proposing to continue with $54.20 per share to buy social media platform Twitter, its share price increased to 12.7% before trading was stopped for the second time. On the contrary, Tesla shares dropped by about 3%. Musk has been locked in a bitter legal battle with Twitter since announcing in July this year that he was pulling the plug on his $44 billion purchase of the company following a complex and months-long courtship. Musk had cancelled the deal, claiming that he was misled by Twitter concerning the number of bot accounts on his platform. These allegations were forthrightly rejected by the company. The latest report on the Twitter buyout deal comes ahead of the Delaware court hearing on October 17th, where the two sides are expected to clash over the multi-billion-dollar buyout deal. Earlier, Twitter had sought an order directing Tesla CEO to complete deal at USD 54.20 per share. Meanwhile, Musk had called for the dismissal of a shareholder lawsuit against him for cancelling his deal and subpoenaing the social media company's former CEO. US President Joe Biden on Tuesday spoke with Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida and jointly condemned North Korea's test firing of a ballistic missile that overflew Japan. The leaders jointly condemned the DPRK's missile test in the strongest terms, recognizing the launch as a danger to the Japanese people, destabilizing to the region, and a clear violation of United Nations Security Council resolutions. A White House statement read, North Korea on Tuesday conducted its longest ever weapons test, a nuclear-capable ballistic missile that flew over Japan, after which Tokyo urged residents to evacuate to shelters. According to news, early Tuesday, the government issued an alert urging residents in Japan's northernmost main island of Hokkaido and the country's northeastern prefecture of Aomori to stay inside buildings. The White House said that both Biden and Kishida confirmed that they would continue to closely coordinate their immediate and longer-term response bilaterally, trilaterally with the Republic of Korea and with the international community. They confirmed they would continue to closely coordinate their immediate and longer-term response bilaterally, trilaterally, and with the Republic of Korea and with the international community. The leaders discussed the importance of immediate return and resolution of the cases of Japanese citizens abducted by the DPRK and resolved to continue every effort to limit the DPRK's ability to support its unlawful ballistic missile and weapons of mass destruction programs, the statement added. Tuesday's missile launch was the first such missile launch in years, prompting a warning for residents to take cover in northern Japan. Last week, North Korea fired missiles in an apparent protest against joint naval drills involving the United States and South Korea. Under the Kim Jong-un regime, North Korea this year has tested a record number of missiles as it expands its weapons arsenal. A 21-year deputy was shot by friendly fire from deputies with whom he was serving a warrant in Central Florida on Tuesday, local media reported, citing authorities. Polk County Sheriff's Office said that one of the bullets fired by the other deputy struck Deputy Blaine Lane in the arm, which then entered his chest. Polk County Sheriff Grady Chu described the deputy as one of the youngest on the force, was taken to a hospital where he died despite valiant efforts, the sheriff said. Shooting incidents in the United States have become common these days. On Tuesday, a 15-year-old boy was shot during an argument with two people on a Bronx street, according to media report. New York City police are in search of the two suspects. The shooting occurred around 11 p.m. on Friday in the Bronx neighborhood of Castle Hill. The teen got into a verbal dispute with two suspects before one of them opened fire, sources reported. Both the suspects fled from the scene. In early September, one student was killed, another was injured in a stabbing at a high school in North Carolina. Prior to that, a 15-year-old teenager was apprehended for allegedly shooting and injuring two fellow students in Washington, according to D.C. police. A 19-year-old man was also charged with murder in a series of random shootings over around 2 hours last weekend in Detroit that killed 3 people. U.S. President Joe Biden had said that he is determined to ban assault weapons in America amid the increasing gun violence in the country. He went on to say he had helped ban assault weapons previously, referring to the 1994 ban he helped usher in while serving the U.S. Senate. Notably, Congress passed a 10-year ban on assault weapons in 1994. Meanwhile, authorities announced that it will soon be forbidden to carry a firearm, even concealed, in the famed Times Square district and other public places in the city and state of New York. Mayor Eric Adams is quoted by sources had said that visitors to New York City will see signs in Times Square advertising it as a sensitive location where people cannot carry guns. Those were the international stories. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with sports news. Stay tuned.
Oman's largest online supermarket, now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to Midday Update. Now for the sports news. Oman football fans erupted in joy as Muscat-based Seeb club wrote a historic chapter in club football history of the Sultanate as they booked a place in the final of the 2022 AFC Cup on Tuesday. This is the first time that any Omani club has reached the final of AFC Cup, a continental competition. Cheered by a large crowd of home fans, Seeb routed Bahrain's Al Rafa club 4-0 at the Seeb Sports Stadium. Seeb will meet the winner of the other zonal final between PFC Sogdiana and Kuala Lumpur City FC at the Sogdiana Sporting Complex in Jazak, Uzbekistan. The AFC Cup final will be played on October 22nd. Both the teams failed to break the deadlock, but a splendid second-half performance saw the host recording a convincing win. The host broke the statement with a strike soon after resumption. Led by newly appointed coach Rashid Jabbar, a former national team coach and winner of many domestic titles, Seeb drew the first blood 2 minutes into the second half, and experienced striker Abdulaziz Al Muqbali found the back of the net, beating Al Rafa's Abdul Karim Al Fardan, who had a busy night. Al Rafa thought they had equalized when Haza Ali supplied a sublime through pass for Mohammad Al Ramahia, who beat the Omani goalkeeper Ahmad Al Rawahi with a lobbed attempt, but he could not direct his finish towards goal as it passed wide. The opening goal spurred the hosts as they went for the kill, and the introduction of Ahmad Al Siabi turned out to be a successful one. A minute after Siabi replaced an injured Mohammad Al Habsi, he scored the team's second goal. Al Muqbali turned from scorer to provider, latching onto a long ball and outmuscling his marker before squaring for Siabi to sweep home the second. Talented Saleh Al Yahyai seemed to have got the victory sealed with a calm finish in the dying minutes as Ali Al Basaidi sent a defense-splitting pass down the left. Substitute Cosmos Dauda put the cherry on the cake to spark massive celebrations with the fourth goal of the night to complete the rout in added time. The Ghanaian forward found space inside the box and powered home a diving header past Al Fardan to sign off on the victory. Brazilian football great Rivaldo has backed Portuguese forward Cristiano Ronaldo to recapture his goal-scoring form at Manchester United. Ronaldo has struggled for playing time under manager Erik ten Hag this season, and reports have linked the 37-year-old with the move away from Old Trafford when the European transfer windows open in early January. "He's a player I admire a lot," Rivaldo, a World Cup winner with Brazil in 2002, was quoted as saying. "He's a great professional. He's holding himself well, and at the right time he's going to get an opportunity to start and show that he's still capable." Ronaldo has scored only once in 8 appearances across all competitions for Manchester United this season. He has played just 378 minutes out of a possible 720 and was an unused substitute in the Red Devils' 6-3 defeat to Manchester City in the Premier League on Sunday. Among the clubs reportedly interested in prying him away from England are Sporting Lisbon, Chelsea and Saudi Arabian outfit Al Hilal. "It is difficult for someone who always plays to be on the bench, especially knowing that he can still make a difference on the pitch despite his age," said Rivaldo, who won the 1999 Ballon d'Or award to the best player in Europe. Those were all the local, international and sports stories for the day. For more updates, stay tuned and keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.